President Joe Biden called the rising death toll in Gaza tragic as he made his way to a campaign event in Milwaukee. This as his top military and diplomatic leaders renewed their calls for Israel to limit civilian deaths.
Israel does not have to choose between removing the threat of Hamas and minimizing the toll on civilians in Gaza. It has an obligation to do both.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken gave his end-of-the-year speech amid tensions across the region. On the northern border with Lebanon, Israel continues to exchange fire with the militant group Hezbollah. And in the Red Sea, Iran-backed Houthi rebels continue to target commercial vessels tied to Israel. The Houthis now threatening to attack American warships that were sent to defend the waterway. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin visited sailors Wednesday aboard the USS Ford, saying the top priority is to keep this conflict from spiraling out of control.
And we do everything we can to maintain the crisis to the confines of Gaza and not allow things to spread to a full-blown crisis across the region.
This as the airstrikes continue in Gaza. The Hamas-run health ministry says 46 people were killed Wednesday in the northern city of Jabalia. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying that these attacks will continue until Hamas is eliminated.
There's no expectation at this point, but we are pushing.
President Biden saying that behind the scenes, efforts are underway to find a deal for more hostages. Israel's U.S. Ambassador Michael Herzog says Israel is willing to come to the table.
Israel is willing to give a chance to another deal to release hostages, as many as possible. And if that includes pausing the fighting, then Israel is willing to go for that.
And as the conflict rages on, the United Nations Security Council pushed off a vote for the second time on a resolution calling for a ceasefire, one which would allow more humanitarian aid to get into Gaza. The U.S. reportedly requested the new delay. In the past, it has objected to calling such a halt in fighting a ceasefire. The Council's now scheduled to vote on the resolution Thursday morning. In Washington, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.